Hey, good morning everybody. This is Sammy with MRP, and today we've got a brand new scooter in from Gorilla Motorworks, 150cc. We're going to go ahead and uncrate it, get it ready for PDI, prep and delivery. Just get it all going, you know. We'll be back with an installment of this video and let you know how every installation goes with the front and handlebars, whatnot, everything that's needed to actually get this thing on the road and get it prepped and ready for inspection. Gorilla Motorworks, 150cc in the process. Alright, welcome back. Here we are with our Gorilla Works 150cc right out of the crate. What I went ahead and did is just go ahead and install the front wheel. We got that going. And pretty much now we're just going to go ahead and hook up the rear shocks. Coming fresh out of the crate, they try to compact it as much as possible. So they pretty much disassemble the rear shocks at the upper mount, fold them down, as well as the front wheel that we just went ahead and discussed. They take that off, bring it down, and also the handlebars and front cowling and gauge assembly is not assembled. This is pretty much a PDI, prep delivery for inspection, just making sure the bike is good. And as you can see, it's a really good looking bike. Gorilla Motorworks, they do great work, really nice styling. You can actually see that there's a lot of the Yamaha R6 front end resemblance there. Really nice. So we're pretty much almost done with this project here. It's like I said, a PDI, prep delivery for inspection. We're gonna go ahead and mount these rear shocks on, get them to their points. You know, you've got one, you've got two. Once we do that, we'll go ahead and check air pressure, make sure all the oil is up to capacity. Throw some petrol in it, fire it up, take it for a test ride. Then we'll go ahead and do pretty much like a 30-point inspection that's certified, and just make sure it's safe and it's good for the road. Once again, Gorilla Motorworks, 150cc, beautiful scooter. Alright, what we're going to go ahead and do right now is go ahead and install the rear shocks. You always want to go ahead and bring out the bolt from the inside out. And we're going to go through a little Loctite in it. That way it secures it. Doesn't allow the nut to come out and get vibrated off. And just keeps it on there. Once we do that, we're going to go ahead and secure it and we're good to go. Right, let's go ahead and tighten the nut. And you're all set. Once we go ahead and tighten that up with the Loctite, it'll keep that nut there. Keep it from vibrating and seizing out, and then we're pretty much good to go. We'll go ahead and go put it on the lift and just go ahead and do the rest of the PDI, check the oil, put the fuel in it, and get it out for a test ride. Snug on there, and you're good to go. Do the same thing to the other side. We'll go ahead and torque it, make sure it's up to spec. Once you do that, it pretty much locks in the Loctite. You can see how it squishes in between there, and that'll be really good. That way we know that nut's never going to come off. It's going to stay real nice and secure. Snug, real nice and good and tight, like the Germans say. We got our rear end going. Alright, what we're going to go ahead and do now is we've got the bike up on the lift. Everything's done. We went ahead and did the rear shocks, front wheel, handlebars, everything's pretty much complete and the way it should be as far as assembly goes on the PDI. What we're going to do now is just go ahead and get some electrical. We're going to go ahead and charge up, fill up the battery that's given to us, YTX7 ABS, and we're going to go ahead and fill it up with the electrolyte, the battery acid that's needed. If you're going to be doing this yourself, just remember, use safety glasses and just be safe. Go ahead and wrap that off, and then pretty much just go at an angle, one by one. You can see we got the bubbles going there, and just go ahead and let that sit for about 5-10 minutes, let all the electrolyte drain into the battery, and we'll go ahead and start the charging process. We'll put it on the charger for about an hour, and we'll go ahead and hook it up. On this particular Gorilla Motorworks 150cc, the battery compartment is pretty much right underneath the seat here. It's got a cover. Just go ahead and remove the cover. In this case, the cover is already removed because it's a fresh delivery. And just go ahead and install it. You got your positive, negative, negative. Make sure you got your ignition wire hooked up. Secure it. Make sure it's real nice and tight, no vibration, and you're good to go. Alright, we went ahead and secured the handlebars. Right here, pretty much at the steering stem nut. Go ahead and tighten it. Don't forget to put blue Loctite on there so it doesn't vibrate off. We're good to go. What we're going to go ahead and do now is just go ahead and install and put on the front cowling. Pretty much just slip it in and push back on it. Make sure everything's nice and secure. And that'll give us what we need to go and put our screws at both points up here. Once we do that, we're all set to go and good to go. And that's it. We went ahead and just finished doing the front cowling. We needed access to it. So that's where we went ahead and put in our new steering stem and handlebar. Make sure everything's secure. Loctite it on with the blue Loctite. That way we don't get any vibration, anything comes loose. Real nice and safe. As we did in the previous video, we're just going to go and slide that in and just push it forward. Lock it in place. And then we're just going to go ahead and secure it with the screws. On these particular models, when you're doing the crate PDI like that, don't forget to put these on. Because without this and that fairing, nothing's going to screw on. This girl good, everything's assembled, battery's in, rear end is all tightened up, everything's good, front end's good, handlebars are good, front, everything. So let's go ahead and